Being chosen by the divine is not a mere privilege, it is a sacred responsibility. It is a calling that sets you apart, requiring strength, discipline, and unwavering faith. As a chosen one, your journey is not like others. You have been entrusted with a purpose that is far greater than yourself. And while the gifts you carry are profound, so are the challenges that come with them. You may feel the weight of this calling, often facing struggles and isolation that others can never understand. But remember, just as you are chosen, you can also be unchosen. This status is not guaranteed. It requires constant alignment with your divine purpose. In this video, we will explore the silent forces that can strip you of your sacred calling. Whether it's ego, a lack of discipline, toxic relationships, or the crippling power of fear and doubt, these subtle saboteurs can disconnect you from the divine energy that fuels your mission. If you are ready to protect your sacred calling and stay aligned with your purpose, then stay with me. Together, we will uncover the truths that will guide you toward fulfilling your divine mission. 1. The sacred responsibility of being chosen. To be chosen by the divine is a rare and profound calling, one that goes beyond a mere title or recognition. It is a responsibility, one that demands not just your presence, but your unwavering commitment to a purpose that transcends personal desires. This calling is a sacred contract between your soul and the divine, a mission that you agreed to before you were even born. And with that contract comes a weighty burden that many cannot comprehend. Being chosen is not about standing out in the eyes of the world or receiving accolades for your abilities. It's about living in alignment with a higher purpose, one that requires discipline, humility, and sacrifice. The divine sees something within you, strength, courage, and potential, that makes you uniquely suited to carry out this mission. It is not a privilege in the traditional sense, but a call to serve others, to heal, guide, and uplift those around you. It's a life lived not for personal gain, but for the greater good of humanity. But this sacred responsibility is not without its challenges. The burden that comes with being chosen can often feel heavy, and at times, even isolating. The path you walk will not always be easy. In fact, it will often be filled with trials and tribulations, meant to refine you and strengthen your spirit. You will face moments where doubt creeps in, where the weight of your mission feels almost unbearable. Yet it is through these challenges that your purpose is clarified and your strength is built. The blessings, however, are equally as profound. Being chosen comes with access to divine guidance, spiritual gifts, and a deep connection to a power greater than yourself. These blessings allow you to walk in purpose, to make a difference in ways that others cannot. You are not alone on this journey. The divine will provide the tools and support you need as long as you remain aligned with your calling. But it is your responsibility to nurture this connection, to show up each day, to remain disciplined in your practices, and to remain open to the guidance that will lead you toward fulfilling your mission. In the midst of these blessings, there lies the constant temptation to become complacent, to stray from the path, or to let distractions pull you away from your purpose. This is why staying aligned with your mission is so crucial. The connection you have with the divine is not a static one. It is dynamic, requiring daily attention and dedication. Just as any relationship requires care and nurturing, so does your relationship with the divine. If you neglect this relationship, the blessings and guidance you receive will begin to fade, and your path will become unclear. To remain aligned with your calling, you must be vigilant. It is through discipline, humility, and daily spiritual practices that you will keep yourself grounded in your purpose. Only then can you continue to walk the sacred path laid before you. This responsibility is not one that should be taken lightly. It is a divine trust, a mission entrusted to you by the Creator, and it is up to you to honor and protect it. Your status as a chosen one is conditional upon your commitment to this sacred calling. If you stray, the connection you have with the divine will shift, and your purpose will become obscured. But in staying true to your path, you will not only fulfill your own purpose, but you will also become a beacon for others, guiding them toward their own divine truth. This is the true power of being chosen, to inspire, uplift, and lead others toward the same connection with the divine that sustains you. The responsibility of being chosen is not a burden you carry alone. It is a mission that will transform not only your life, but the lives of others. 2. Ego, the silent enemy of alignment. One of the greatest threats to your spiritual alignment as a chosen one is the subtle rise of ego. Ego, in its most destructive form, distorts the very purpose that marks your life, shifting your focus from service to self. At first, ego can appear to be a harmless feeling of confidence, but when left unchecked, it can unravel the sacred bond you share with the divine and the mission you have been entrusted with. Ego doesn't announce itself loudly. Instead, it quietly seeps in, often disguised as strength, self-assurance, or even conviction. It convinces you that your success, your gifts, or your wisdom come from your own power rather than being a divine grace. The moment you begin to believe that you are the source of your light, ego has taken root. This belief creates a dangerous disconnection from the divine, as it places you at the center of your mission instead of seeing yourself as a humble vessel for God's work. As a chosen one, you are meant to serve, to uplift, and to inspire others. But when ego steps in, it shifts the mission from selflessness to selfishness. You may begin to use your gifts not for the greater good, but for personal recognition, validation, or control. The very gifts that were meant to heal and uplift others can easily be misused to feed your own desire for power or admiration. Ego convinces you that you are superior to those around you, and it clouds the humility that is vital to maintaining your connection with the divine. Spiritual arrogance, one of ego's most insidious forms, can make you feel as though you have arrived, that you no longer need to grow or learn. This stagnation blocks the flow of divine energy and stunts your spiritual growth. The path of a chosen one is one of constant refinement, a continual journey toward greater alignment. Ego, however, leads you to believe you are already where you need to be, closing the door to new lessons and insights that the divine wishes to impart. Humility is the antidote to ego. True humility recognizes that all gifts and successes are extensions of divine grace, not products of personal achievement. It reminds you that your mission is not about you, but about serving others. Humility brings you back to your purpose, refocusing you on the divine will rather than personal desires. It is through humility that you maintain a clear channel for divine energy to flow through you, keeping you aligned with your calling. When ego rises, it isolates you spiritually. Others begin to sense the shift in your energy. They feel the difference between genuine humility and spiritual arrogance. Those who were once drawn to your authenticity may start to withdraw. And most importantly, you begin to distance yourself from the very source of your power, the divine. To stay aligned with your calling, you must constantly check your ego, ensuring that your actions are driven by love, service, and humility, not by the need for recognition or control. Humility keeps you grounded, opening the way for the divine to continue working through you. 3. Discipline, the foundation of divine alignment. Discipline is the cornerstone upon which your sacred calling rests. As a chosen one, staying aligned with your divine purpose requires consistent, deliberate effort. Without discipline, your connection to the divine begins to wane, and the spiritual energy that once flowed freely through you starts to diminish. Just as a relationship requires nurturing and attention, so too does your connection to your higher calling. Without regular practices to ground you, distractions and doubt will inevitably creep in, pulling you away from your true purpose. The path of a chosen one is not one of passive waiting. It is a path of active participation. Discipline is the act of showing up for your spiritual practices every day, regardless of how you feel or how distracted you may become. It is through consistent efforts like prayer, meditation, reflection, and moments of stillness that you remain aligned with the divine. These practices are not optional. They are essential. They are the tools that allow you to stay connected to your sacred mission and keep your energy attuned to divine guidance. Neglecting discipline creates a void that invites distractions, negativity, and confusion into your life. At first, skipping a prayer or neglecting meditation may seem harmless, but over time, these small compromises add up. Each missed practice weakens your connection to the divine, making it harder to discern your purpose and navigate the challenges of your journey. Without the foundation of discipline, your spiritual gifts begin to fade, as they are directly tied to your alignment with divine energy. The absence of discipline leads to disconnection, not just from the divine, but from your true self. It's easy to become distracted by the noise of life, to lose sight of the mission you have been entrusted with. Without consistent practices, your path becomes unclear, and your vibration lowers. You may find yourself in a cycle of doubt and confusion, unable to hear the whispers of guidance that once came easily. This is why discipline is so crucial. It keeps you grounded in your mission, allowing you to move forward with clarity and focus. But even if you've fallen off the path, there is always a way back. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about persistence. Rebuilding your connection with the divine requires you to recommit to your practices, no matter how many times you may stumble. Start small. It could be as simple as taking 5 minutes each morning for prayer or reflection. These small actions, when done consistently, create ripples that gradually restore your alignment. Each time you choose to show up for your spiritual practices, you are reaffirming your commitment to your divine mission. Discipline isn't about rigid rules or perfection. It is about persistence in honoring the sacred contract you made with the divine. Through discipline, you protect your connection to your purpose and ensure that the divine energy continues to flow through you, guiding you on your sacred journey. 4. Toxic relationships, draining your energy. As a chosen one, the people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your spiritual alignment. Relationships, both personal and professional, carry a powerful influence over your energy and focus. Toxic relationships, those marked by negativity, manipulation, or emotional instability, pose one of the greatest threats to your sacred calling. These relationships not only drain your energy, but also cloud your judgment, making it harder to stay attuned to your divine purpose. Toxic people often do not recognize or understand the sacredness of your mission. They may criticize, belittle, or even mock your calling, planting seeds of doubt in your heart. Over time, this negativity can erode your confidence, disrupt your peace, and create a spiritual dissonance that pulls you away from your true path. The impact of these relationships isn't always obvious at first. In fact, many times, toxic influences appear in the form of friends, family, or colleagues, making it difficult to discern their true effect on you. Their familiarity or closeness might make you feel obligated to maintain the connection, but the truth is, these relationships often have a detrimental effect on your spiritual well-being. The energy that flows from these toxic connections is like a slow poison, draining your vitality and dulling your spiritual sensitivity. You may begin to feel tired, emotionally overwhelmed, or spiritually disconnected. This depletion can prevent you from hearing the divine guidance you need to stay aligned with your calling. Toxic relationships lower your vibration, making it harder to stay focused on your purpose and your mission. The negativity surrounding you becomes a barrier to the clarity and inspiration that the divine provides. Detachment is not abandonment. It is an act of spiritual self-preservation. As a chosen one, you must set boundaries to protect your energy and maintain your spiritual integrity. This means distancing yourself from people or environments that consistently drain you or pull you away from your purpose. Setting boundaries is an essential practice for maintaining alignment with the divine. It is not about rejecting others, but about recognizing that your first responsibility is to the mission you have been given. When you allow toxic relationships to persist, you create a space where negativity can flourish, making it harder to stay connected to your higher purpose. To protect your sacred path, you must learn to let go of connections that no longer serve you. This might mean distancing yourself from people who continuously undermine your calling, or who refuse to acknowledge the spiritual work you are doing. Detaching from toxic influences allows you to create space for positivity, healing, and growth. Surrounding yourself with individuals who support and uplift you helps you remain focused and aligned with your mission. These people will encourage your growth, provide guidance, and remind you of the strength and power within you. Remember, your energy is precious. It is the fuel that powers your spiritual gifts and keeps you aligned with your divine purpose. By setting boundaries and releasing toxic relationships, you protect your spiritual well-being and preserve the clarity needed to fulfill your sacred calling. 5. Fear and doubt, the greatest barriers to your calling. Fear and doubt are perhaps the most persistent and insidious barriers to your spiritual alignment as a chosen one. These emotions, though natural parts of the human experience, have the power to derail your connection to the divine and hinder your ability to fulfill your sacred calling. Fear, whether it is fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of your own power, creates a cloud of uncertainty that clouds your judgment and paralyzes your spiritual progress. Doubt, on the other hand, whispers lies into your mind, convincing you that you are not truly chosen or that you are unworthy of your mission. Together, fear and doubt create a cycle of inaction and confusion that keeps you from stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose. Fear often arises when you step into the unknown. As a chosen one, your mission is not always clear-cut. You may be called to take steps of faith without having all the answers or seeing the entire path ahead. This uncertainty can breed fear. The fear of failure or the fear of judgment from others can prevent you from moving forward with confidence. It can make you hesitate when you should act and retreat when you should advance. Fear tells you that you are not capable, that the weight of your calling is too much to bear. It convinces you that the obstacles ahead are insurmountable, making it harder for you to trust the divine guidance that is already available to you. Doubt, too, can be a powerful force that distorts your connection to your calling. When doubt creeps in, it begins to question everything you thought you knew about your mission. What if you're not really chosen? It asks. What if this is all in your head? Doubt casts a shadow over your faith, making you second-guess the very purpose that the divine has entrusted to you. It paralyzes you with uncertainty and keeps you from stepping into your full potential. The antidote to fear and doubt is faith. Faith does not require you to have all the answers. It requires you to trust the journey even when the path ahead is unclear. Faith is the anchor that keeps you grounded in the truth of your calling, reminding you that you are not alone and that the divine has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed. When fear and doubt arise, do not fight them. Acknowledge their presence, but do not allow them to define your reality. Recognize that fear and doubt are simply reactions to the unknown, not reflections of your truth. To overcome fear and doubt, you must return to your why. Reflect on the deeper purpose that drives you, the mission that has been etched in your soul. Remember the moments when you have felt the undeniable presence of the divine guiding you, the times when you have seen evidence that you are indeed chosen. Reaffirm your connection to the divine through prayer, meditation, and moments of stillness. Surround yourself with supportive influences, people, mentors, or communities that remind you of your strength and the truth of your calling. Fear and doubt may never fully disappear, but with faith, they lose their grip on you. As you choose to move forward in faith, you will step into your calling with courage and clarity. Remember, the divine chose you because you are capable. Keep choosing faith, and you will continue to walk in alignment with your sacred mission. Protecting your sacred calling. Your journey as a chosen one is filled with purpose, but it also requires vigilance. To stay aligned with your sacred calling, you must be aware of the silent forces that can disconnect you from your divine mission. Ego, lack of discipline, toxic relationships, fear, and doubt. These barriers may seem overwhelming at times, but with faith, humility, and discipline, you can overcome them. Remember, your calling is a divine trust, and it requires consistent effort to protect and nurture it. Stay committed to your purpose. Your spiritual practices, your relationships, and your daily choices must reflect the sacredness of the path you've been chosen to walk. Guard your energy by setting boundaries, detaching from negativity, and surrounding yourself with supportive influences. Trust the divine guidance that leads you and know that you are equipped with everything you need to fulfill your mission. Your light is needed in this world now more than ever. The divine has called you for a reason. Do not let fear, doubt, or distractions derail you. Stay grounded, stay humble, and keep moving forward. Protect your sacred calling, and you will continue to walk in alignment with the purpose you were chosen for. Keep shining your light, and remember, the divine is always with you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and keep shining.